Hello, good morning. My name is Jennifer, and today I'm going to be guiding you on a seated chair yoga. It's going to be very gentle stretching that we can do just all in our chair. Just a few really good stretches to just open up our body and get the tension away. So to start, you're going to sit in your chair, kind of on the end. You don't want to be all the way back. You want your sitting bones solid. You can pick up the fleshy part if you need to make sure that your sit bones are really grounded into that seat. And first, we're going to start with some breathing, get ourselves ready. And we're just going to inhale through the nose and shrug our shoulders up to our ears. So, and then exhale, you let everything go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, let everything go. Let's do a few more. One more. So now we're going to move to a seated forward fold, and you can see I have a couple of props here. I have just a blanket, a couch blanket, it's fine. And then I have a pillow. This is from my bed. You do want something, doesn't need to be anything fancy, but it does need to be something that can cover your lap. So I'm going to show you this forward fold without any props, and then I'll show you the modifications you can make to use the props. So we're going to keep our feet flat on the floor, flat on the floor. Our sit bones are solid on the seat, grounded. We're going to stretch our inhale through the nose, stretch our arms all the way up to the sky. And diving forward while you exhale, you're going to forward fold. You want to make sure that your sit bones are still grounded on that chair. You can have your hands just on the floor in front of you, or you can cross them in front of you and just let your neck hang loose. Just loosen that up. Now, if that's too much, you can take your blanket onto your lap. Make sure it's, into your hips, because that's what we're really trying to support here. And bend forward and see if that doesn't help you get a little more leverage. Nothing should be painful. This should feel really, really good in your back, in your hips, in your neck, everything. If the blanket's not enough, take your pillow onto your lap, tuck it in, and just drape yourself over. Now, when you use a pillow, your fingers might not touch the ground. So that's when you just want to cross them in front of you and just hang there. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. And now we're going to release our arms, and we're going to slowly just roll all the way up, shoulders back, down and behind your back. Okay, now moving on to, we're going to do a reclined pigeon. We're really going to stretch our hips out here. So keep your props nearby because you might need them. And you can also do this in stages. If the first stage feels good for you and that's as far as you want to take it, then just stay there. If you want to take it further, get a deeper stretch, because this is a very deep stretch, then feel free to do so with or without props. So you're going to take your right foot, cross it, your ankle, over your left knee. Now, this may be enough of a stretch for you. I can already feel this in my hip. If you want to take it further, we're going to again breathe in, arms up to the sky, and diving forward into a fold. Now here, you can totally hold the size of your chair. If you want a forward fold, but this is too much, take your pillow, put it on your lap. You can move your left foot closer to the center and just drape yourself over. And if you want to switch to the blanket instead of the pillow, anything goes. This should feel really good, should not be painful, Should not be hard to breathe through it. Now, as you stay here, we're gonna stay here for a few breaths, you should feel your hip like loosen up into this stretch, regardless of whether you're bent over or not. So I'm going to forward fold into it, and we'll take a few breaths here. Roll up, slowly roll up your prop to the side. Before we release this foot, we're gonna pay our feet a little special attention. So just take your foot, grab it, just do ankle circles, just circle your ankle by your toes, one way, then the other. And then just really take your hands and just massage your foot. I mean, it's really just some time for some self-care. Pay these feet a little attention. They do a lot for us. Just give them a little TLC for a second. Rub your individual toes. If you can, just stick your fingers in there. Loosen up your toes. You can get those yogi toes that way. But just really just pay some special attention. Then we'll put this right foot down and we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. So ankle over the right knee. Arms up to the sky, inhale, and exhale, fold. Feel free to use your props. Rolling back up nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae, shoulders around and down your back. Before we release, let's pay this foot a little special attention. So grabbing your foot by your toes, just do some ankle circles one way and then the other. Should feel so good. And then just massage that foot. Just really get into those fleshy parts. Toes, just rub and pull them a little bit and stick your fingers between your toes to stretch them out if you want to. Should feel really good. And let's put that foot on the floor. We should be done with our props for a while. So now we're going to do some side bends. Still, you want to be kind of on the edge of your chair, feet flat on the floor, nice and straight, sit bones grounded. You're going to take your left hand and holding onto your chair. We're going to take our right arm, stretch it up, inhaling, and just a little bit bend to the side. It doesn't need to be a big bend, but you're going to feel this stretch right in here. And we're going to hold that for a few breaths. Remember to keep your shoulders down. Like relax your shoulders down your spine. If you need to shrug them up and like roll them down your spine, so you can feel what that feels like. But you don't want tensiony shoulders up here. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for nice relaxed shoulders and really feeling the stretch in here. Exhale, and we'll release on the exhale. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. So we're going to hold the chair with our right hand. Inhale up and just over slightly with our left hand, feeling the stretch in here. Make sure both of your sit bones stay grounded in the chair. You don't want to be coming up like this, right? So you want to stay grounded with your seat, shoulders relaxed down your back, and stretch. And release. Now we're going to do some spine stretches. They're really good to open up our back. So we're gonna again, inhale, reach for the sky. When we exhale, we're gonna twist to the left. Left hand can grab the chair. Your right hand is gonna reach and grab behind you. You can grab the chair, you can grab your thigh, you can grab this knee if that's as far as you can go. Take it as far as you can go. If this is as far as you can go, right, with your right hand behind you, left hand on your knee, on the outside of your knee, and try to look over your right shoulder. And again, just as with all of these, both of our sit bones want to be grounded in the seat. Our shoulders want to be relaxed. You want to be nice and straight. You don't want to hunch over into this. You want to really be sitting nice and straight, and just look over your shoulder. Really twist that spine. This is not only good for your back, this is so good for your digestive system. It's really going to get things moving if they're in there. It's like wringing you out like a washcloth. Release, come back to center. Let's do that on the other side. So reach for the sky on the inhale. Exhale, right arm behind you, left hand to the outside of the knee, looking over your right shoulder. And just breathe into the stretch. Inhale through your nose and exhale. And release, back to center. Now we're going to pay some special attention to our neck. We're going to try and really just get a nice big stretch here. Now this can be a very strong stretch, so we're going to do this in stages as well. So again, sitting rounded, nice and straight, shoulders relaxed down your back, hands by your side, arms by your side. We're going to just dip our chin a little bit forward. And first, just really feel that stretch here in the back of your neck, opening that up. That should feel really good in and of itself. But we're just gonna roll our chin over to the side, ear to the shoulder. This might be enough of a stretch for you. Like I said, this can be a very strong stretch. If you want a little bit more, take your right arm, hand on top of your head. Now, when you do this, you're just resting your hand here. You're not pulling your neck. You don't want to pull your head down to stretch it further. It's just resting here. Like if you see, if I lift my head, if I'm pulling, my head's going to want to come up when I let go. It's just sitting there. When I let go, nothing happened. Breathe through the stretch. If you want to take it further, take your left arm, stretch it out next to you, and lift your wrist. Flip your wrist up so your hand is up. This is a really strong stretch, and you should feel it from your middle finger up through your wrist all the way up to your neck. Really, really strong. So this might be too much for you. Don't do that then. Just leave your hand by your side, and both hands by your side if you want to. Take one more breath here. Now very gently lift your head back up to center. And we're going to repeat this on the other side. First, chin to your chest. Feel that stretch here in the back of your neck. Rolling over so our ear is over our shoulder. If you'd like, take your left hand, just resting it on top of your head. And if you want to take it further, arm out to the side, hand flipped up. Release your hands if you're in the 3 different stages. Head back to center. thank you for joining me today. I hope you feel nice and stretchy. You do this from anywhere you like. And I hope to see you again. So, on our final breath, let's bring our hands to center, Anjali Mudra at our heart, as we say to each other with a bow, Namaste. Thank you.